Today we're doing some battle testing against an expertise Artemisia and Ramesses because in my last Ark of Osiris match, that combo kicked my butt and I thought, we need to make sure that this combo, is it even beatable? Hello my friends and welcome back. I'm Chisgule Gaming, a sponsored content creator for Rise of Kingdoms, and today we're putting it to the test, baby. Artemisia and Ramesses. We're gonna go battle with our alliance member, Groggy, bringing my very best marches that I can muster, with gear, by the way. This is like a no-holds-bar sort of a match. You bring the best you've got, I'll bring the best I've got, and let's see who wins. If you like Rise of Kingdoms guides that help you get value and smash your enemies, then hey, do me a favor and smash that subscribe button for daily Rise of Kingdoms videos, and smash the like button. Here we go, baby. What did I bring to battle against the expertise Artemisia and Ramesses? Glad you asked. I suited up my Guan Yu with some exceptional gear because I thought I'd like to try out some infantry combos because that's what I use. And this is not just me running around, by the way, saying, oh, let's just come up with the weirdest thing that might possibly counter Artemisia Ramesses. No, these are the real marches I recommend that you bring, and let's see if they work, you know what I mean? So we're going to bring a Guan primary, do a bunch of testing with that. We're going to bring an Alex primary. Look at that gear, baby. We're going to test with that. And we're going to suit up our archers. We put our archer gear onto Nebuchadnezzar. Now, you may be saying, whoa, Chisgule, like Nebuchadnezzar's all about AoE. And honestly, so is Artemisia. So, give and take there. But I would use Nebu YSG in the open field. So let's see how Nebu YSG is going to do against the Artemisia with Ramesses. The last primary commander that we suited up with our best gear was Saladin, baby. This dude right over here, it's worth mentioning. I only got one legendary over here, but literally everything else is special talented. Is this going to go well or not? Let me show you real quick the build that he had on his Artemisia, and let me show you real quick, if I can get a screenshot of it, either the gear he had on his Artemisia, or I'll just tell you, he's got 2 legendary accessories and the full archer set, which is kind of crazy. It is, he's got really top tier gear. But look, I said bring the best and I'll bring the best and we'll see how this goes. As far as the talents on my Saladin, here is the build that I am using. It is a cavalry and a little bit of support build. In addition, we are using the following build on Alexander the Great. These are real builds I would use in the open field. And the final 2 builds I do need to show you. My build on Guan Yu looks like this. Here we go. And the final build is the build that we've got on Nebu, which looks like this. There is a debate that could be made that perhaps the rage gain in the upper right portion of the archer tree there is maybe the way to go. This is what we're using for these battles. So let's get to the reports. First up, I wanted to try my Guan with Alex. This is a combo that is one of the very best infantry combos in the game. In fact, it is my #1 recommendation for what people should work on. And it got thoroughly sauced, completely wrecked by the Artemisia with Ramesses that Groggy brought to the table. And if you wanted to see the stats, by the way, on Groggy's archers, here you go. This is what they look like, the final picture. When we battled with infantry, it did not go well. Here is another Guan Alex versus Artemisia Ramesses. 32,000 sevs for me, 17,000 for them. Ouch. And you may be thinking, well, Chisgule, come on, buddy. This is Ark of Osiris testing. How is that relevant for KVK testing? You have plus 100% damage. First of all, it is relevant for Ark of Osiris, which is very important. And second of all, even KVK gives like a 40 or 50% damage boost, plus your Heroic Anthem KVK tech is giving all damage. Yeah, no, I think it's a totally fair comparison point, and certainly is directionally correct for how these exchanges would go, because yeah, we got wrecked again. 30,660 to 19,798. Groggy with the Artemisia Ramesses is slaying here. You could argue, but Chisgule, Guan does AoE, and so does Alexander the Great with his debuff. But Artemisia also does AoE, and I do get that Alex is a bit more group fight focused for sure. I mean, a big part of his active skill is buffing a nearby ally. There is no nearby ally here. So trying to do any duels with Guan and Alex and be like, oh, you know, it loses, it's worse, is probably not the right conclusion to draw, but it at least shows you in a one-on-one how that exchange would go. Moving to the next combo we tested, I thought, okay, let's send some archers, baby. If he's got archers, I've got archers. What do you think happened when I used Nebu YSG against Artemisia Ramesses? I mean, I guess that tells the whole story right up there. So we got wrecked is the answer. 29,842 sevs for me, 20,110 sevs for him. Ouch. And that's not just like a one-off thing. No, it happened again. 29,700 for me and 22,000 for him. A positive trade for sure on his part. And then again, boom, 28,300 to 21,000. Now I get that Nebu and YSG are more about AoE damage. And in the big picture, I might actually get more value from these exchanges in a big brawl because I got way more AoE damage than he does. So take this with a grain of salt, is to say one combo is just better or not than another. But I did think it was enlightening to see that at least in a one-on-one, man, the archers that I'm using today in the middle of an arc are getting wrecked by Artemisia Ramesses. But we ran more tests, of course. We brought the infantry back out onto the table, and we started using that Alexander the Great primary. You know, Alexander the Great with Harald is a combination that does a lot of damage. If you don't attack it, Alexander the Great is going to be debuffing a bunch of people, and he's going to be putting shields all over the place. Harald is there so that when you focus him, when you group up on him, he's going to do a bunch of AoE damage. It's a cool idea for a combo, but did not do well into archers, which you would expect. It's infantry into archers. I get it. I get it. Here is how that went. 27,658 to 18,872 for Groggy. Positive trade by about 9,000 on his behalf there. Here it is again. 27,600 to 19,800. And here it is again. 27,300 to 23,482. So at this point, you may be thinking, whoa, Chisgule, the Artemisia Ramesses combo is looking good. And yes, it is looking good. The next thing I wanted to try is something just a little sassy. What if I brought a commander as a secondary to Nebuchadnezzar that just focuses on single target damage? Just like Ramesses is a single target damage player. What if I bring in Freddy? He's all single target damage, right? I still got obliterated. 32,000 to 22,500. Dang. I thought maybe it had a chance. It didn't, though. And we did it again, by the way. We said, okay, what if I do like a Guan Harald? Like, Harald is way more interested in doing damage to the target. It benefits a little bit from Stamford Bridge, the fourth skill, firing off and triggering the rage generation from the rage tree. But, yeah, no, not a thing. 32,358 to 20,000. I mean, infantry are just getting completely wrecked by Artemisia Ramesses. And you may say, well, Chisgule, his gear is just better than yours. Come on, bro. How is this even a comparison? He's got the full archer set. Isn't that throwing this whole thing off? Well, let me show you what we used that started to work. When we brought out our cavalry, oh, the tides changed. When we brought out Saladin William, we flipped the tables, baby. And the funny thing is that the genesis of my making this video was because my Saladin William got wrecked in the field by an Artemisia Ramesses for an arc fight. But the thing is, yeah, it's hard to tell like who's got different buffs, what alliance skills they've fired off. Maybe they had to the death and I just didn't realize it when I was looking at that report. You get the idea. I didn't look too in-depth at it. I just saw I got wrecked and said, I need to test this combo more. So Saladin William, 23,000 for me, 32,000 for him. I've got a victory here, and it was repeatable. We did it again, 24,669, hi there, 29,750. And then we did it again, 23,600 to 31,088, a resounding victory. So, Saladin William is totally able to beat Artemisia Ramesses. When we looked to try some other combos, we had some other victories. I said, hey, people are interested in Saladin Takeda. That's one of the top cavalry pairs I've recommended. How does that do? Even though Ramesses cuts healing, if Ramesses' heal reduction doesn't apply before. That's right. If Ramses' healing reduction doesn't apply before Takeda starts to do his healing, then he gets his whole heal. That's what it looked like. So Takeda would get his whole 4 seconds of healing. Even though you might have applied the healing reduction for part of it, it looked like the whole thing was ticking. I don't know. Maybe I need to look a little more closely at that. I'll have some footage of that playing. You can see for yourself exactly how that's working. It didn't go as well as the William did, but 30,800 for me, 37,945 for Groggy. I mean, the fight lasted longer, for sure. Well, I mean, I don't know. It says so up there, but I think that's why there would be so many more Sev wounds on both sides. Speaking of which, boom, 31,000 to 41,000. Woo, man. And here it is again. Saladin William, 29,414 to 53,979. Oh, man, that is... So, look, it got way better when I started using those calves, for sure. For sure. I thought I'd be a little bit cheeky as well and bring my Khan for a spin. And if you can believe it, oh, Khan delivered, baby. In a one-on-one here, 23,300 for me, 27,579 for him. We were victorious with Khan, secondary. Get it, baby. Get it. Is this repeatable? Don't know. We didn't have enough time left in the Ark match. But I would expect cavalry to be doing some work on archers. And the pair that you see here for my calves is all single target damage. Whereas, yeah, Groggy's doing some AoE. So in a big group fight, Groggy's march would probably be, I would say definitely would be, a much preferred march because it's going to be doing the AoE damage as well. I don't want anybody to leave this video thinking, I better go invest in Khan for this combo. No. I'm just saying you can use a Khan and it'll beat this, but if there's a bunch of AoE damage, you're going to probably get wrecked. We also tested something a little bit funky and it worked, which was hilarious. I thought, you know, they do so much skill damage. What if I just reduce the skill damage taken even more and I use Saladin Attila? I mean, you know, what if we just try it? That's a cute idea. 29,433 sevs for me and 44,385 sevs for him. Oof. I'm not going to lie. I'm not saying people should go do a Saladin Attila, okay? I'm not saying people should go do Saladin Attila. I want to be really clear. If enough people throw a like on the video and leave a comment saying, Chisgule, please go investigate Saladin Attila, okay, I'll investigate. You have my attention. This trade is actually insanely positive, by the way. Like, this is very strange. Like, this is a really good trade. One final report we need to look at. I wanted to really rub some salt in the wound after having beaten Groggy with the, you know, Saladin with Attila. So I said, let's bring Saladin Minamoto and just really rub it in, baby. But, no, you can see why Minamoto is a commander that... Wait, now... I don't know what somebody's doing, but they're like scouting me for a second and then not. Anyways, I think what they might be doing is targeting my marches and attacking them by the keep that I'm at to send them out. Okay, back to the video. So 26,896 for me, 24,660 for him. Also worth mentioning that his march is going to be doing area of effect damage. That's a big deal. Also worth mentioning that in this test, we didn't do enough trials to really see, like, oh man, is like one combo really definitively, absolutely better than another. You would need to do like 15 trials, and then we wouldn't have been able to test as much. And I thought, let's test more and just get a sense of how it goes, rather than just, you know, test one thing and then say, look, I tested, you know, Guan Alex against Artemisia Ramesses, and Artemisia Ramesses never loses to anything. That wouldn't have worked, would it? So if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, throw a like on here. And a couple other things you need to know about the way that this was done. First of all, neither of us used a city skin buff because Groggy would have just been able to use a big archer buff, and then I would have had to use, I don't know what. Like, I'm switching between all these troop types. Also worth mentioning that Groggy and I are both Germany. So I am getting a 5% stat boost on my calves that, he's not going to have a stat boost to his unit there. But it's also worth mentioning that, like, dude, he's got 2 legendary accessories on his Artemisia Ramesses. And, yeah, I've got some legendary accessories too, but they're spread out across a bunch of my marches, you know? So I think it's fine, the fact that I had the Cav special unit but that could slightly be throwing off these tests. The thing about the Cav special unit, and special units in general, that I think people really kind of maybe misunderstand, is that, yeah, the base stats of that special unit are slightly higher, but if you're joining a rally, which is where it really matters. In the open field, yeah, sure. You know, okay, I got some Cav boost. But in a rally, it's just going to treat it as a different type of troop, or a different tier of troop, right? So when you join a rally with T5s and T4s and special units, those different units have their different stats, but that's maybe a topic for a separate video. My friends, if you enjoyed this video, do me a huge favor. Throw a like on here. Consider subscribing. I'm getting geared up to take down this keep. And later today, we are going to be spinning the Wheel of Fortune, baby. We're going to be going for Trajan. Oh, yes. More Trajan good stuff coming real soon. And we'll do a bunch of testing with this dude real soon. So subscribe so you don't miss a thing. I'll see you in the live stream. And until then, you have fun smashing the kingdom.